like the filming and vlogging, you know, my life and what I've been doing, I wanted to kind of just start off today with like some New Year's resolutions and what I'm really like aiming to accomplish this year, which I had made a post about, but I just wanted to kind of go in depth. Here's the full page of like everything. So I have it broken down into a couple different categories. I've got fitness, nutrition, economics, garden, and then social and marketing, which is kind of just all-encompassing of everything and how I'm letting the world know about everything I'm doing. So kind of just to start off with fitness, you know, lifting is something that I've always been super passionate about. So in order to kind of keep in shape and hit one of my main goals is to lose weight, you know, probably 20 to 25 pounds if possible. Just because I have gained a lot of weight. I think some of it's muscle, but obviously you're sitting at a desk all day, not doing cardio as much as you should. You know, guarantee I didn't gain 10, 15 pounds of muscle over the last year or so. So losing weight, I want to lose like 25 pounds or 7.5% body fat. I think that'll get me to a good level, and I don't know if my scale is 100% accurate, but body fat is a way better way to go. It's going to be a truer tell of what you know, that you're actually losing fat, because when you're working out, you're always going to be building muscle at the same time as losing fat, kind of. So just know that, you know, as your weight may drop one week, it may go up the next week. It doesn't always mean that you're just gaining fat. So I'm trying to keep that in perspective, but in order to kind of hit my goals, here's what I think I need to do. I need to lift 3 to 5 times a week. My brother is Adam Neff. He's a natural bodybuilder. If you're in the natural bodybuilding community, you probably know about him in some shape or form. So it's really helped having like an elite powerlifting, bodybuilding brother who helps me out. You know, he's a personal trainer, so he's got workout plans that he sells. So hook me up with that. And you know, that's a huge help, just knowing like what I need to do when, you know, throughout the week. So I know some of the nuances of lifting, but having like that expert help kind of pushes you, you know, beyond that next level that you can get, you know, by doing it on your own. So along with that, I think the other things that are really going to help me, doing yoga 3 to 7 times a week, helping with flexibility, core strength, stabilizer muscles, and just reducing tension and anxiety in general. Cardio, same kind of thing as far as like the tension, anxiety, but 5 to 7 times a week. That's going to help me lose weight, and then also going to incorporate WALK, the dogs. So trying to do that, you know, every day that we can, where it's nice enough, not too cold, not raining, you know, that sort of thing. So, and really that's all it takes. You know, that's what it takes to really lose weight, is to stay in motion. That's what we're gonna do. And like I said, gaining muscle, losing fat, that's what everyone's goal is, but that's, you know, what mine is too. So going off of that, nutrition is gonna be the way to do it. So some things I'm gonna do is track my food with MyFitnessPal. So I'm logging in my calories. I know kind of what I need to do to hit as far as like my fats, carbs, and proteins for the day. And then as far as like, so that'll hit your macronutrients. As far as your micronutrients and your like vitamins and minerals, that'll help. I'll be able to hit those goals by eating a salad every day, having a protein smoothie every day, which you can check out a post I did a couple posts ago on how, you know, what all I throw into my smoothie. Along with that, eating less sugar and no eating out, you know, maybe once a month at tops. So kind of just piggybacking off of the nutrition, no eating out once per month. That goes straight into the economics. So what we're going to do is save $50 a week every week that we don't go out to eat. So I feel like 50 to 100 is typically what, you know, maybe 30 to 100 is what you're going to spend if you go out to eat. So we're just going to save $50, and then that way we, you know, it's something we might have spent anyways, so at least we're putting it back, and then that way we can use it for trips, you know, going out to eat later in the year, or, you know, whatever we want to do down the road, maybe even house projects, things like that. So we're also going to keep our credit card debt low. It's not usually a problem, but I just don't like having like that looming, you know, over me. I created a savings account, so I want to save everything that goes into the savings account, not like being like, oh, well, I'll take some of this out to buy X or buy a dryer or a washer or, you know, whatever. So I'm going to save that up, build a nice little nest egg. In order to save some more, we're going to shop at Aldi's only. Not, I think that we can probably save half of what we spend on groceries just by going to Aldi's over Kroger. So I think that'll be a huge thing. Just that alone, doing that, going to our local butcher for our local meat shop, you know, for meats and stuff like that. And I think that we can really kind of whittle down our bills as far as like grocery bills doing that. So other than that, economic wise, I want to learn more about business, accounting, and just kind of like just be more well-rounded and well-versed in business. You know, I feel like people, you know, you don't learn that stuff in school really, and I didn't study business, so I definitely didn't learn it. So I'm just, you know, trying to educate myself on kind of the next logical steps, which kind of leads into the garden. The garden has become more of like a business project because it is part of, you know, my business, the Crop Box, which is a bi-weekly box of fresh produce, or you might call it a CSA, Community Supported Agriculture. So last year I had about 10 people that did it. So this year we're looking to bump up to maybe 15 to 20 people. And I have been kind of like focusing on like, I can't wait to get land so I can grow a bunch of food. And now I'm realizing like maybe that's just kind of like not the right way to think about things, and the way that I should look at it is, you know, I have a unique opportunity where I'm growing in my backyard. I have customers, like I'm building this business and I don't have a lot like of infrastructure as far as like land or, you know, equipment, things like that. So let's just see how much we can pump out of this little backyard that I've got. I'm growing in root pouches, which are fabric pots. So I feel like, you know, I've got a little bit of like a uniqueness to my methods. So I just really want to take those, you know, dive all in on that and just give it 110%. Just see, you know, just see what we can pump out of that, you know, that little backyard. So, you know, and again, on top of that, like, we want to, you know, I want to add like a self-care option to the Crop Box. So it would be like an additional thing. It wouldn't be included. So I don't want to make people, you know, do something they don't want to, or, you know, give them something they're not going to use. But been talking to some other local people like around Columbus area about getting some homemade shampoos, soaps, deodorants, you know, that sort of thing. So I think that like an all natural option for that would be great. And, you know, that's something that I've been really interested in. And like on the other side of my business, which is more of like the flipping, you know, buying stuff for cheap, you know, on clearance at retail and then flipping it on eBay. So what I've been doing is, you know, with that flip life is I've been buying a lot of like healthcare products, and it seems like that's what I like kind of gravitate towards. It's something that I like, I'm well versed on. I think that a lot of people are, you know, it's going to become the norm eventually. So I think that I'm kind of like skating to where the puck is going to be, where it kind of already is, but where it's going to be, you know, 100%. So so I want to dive in. I want to add those, you know, those other home items, that self-care option, you know, even like skincare. So, you know, that maybe it sounds like it's more for women, but I mean, even guys use skincare or need it. So, so, you know, I don't really care. I'm going to dive all in on that. And then I'm also looking into a meat option. So again, partnering with like that local butcher, local farmers to get, bacon and sausage and hamburger and like just the basics, you know, nothing like T-bones or steaks or anything. Unless I can work that out, then I'm all for it. But, you know, like eggs, that sort of thing. My grandparents have chickens, so maybe their chickens will be laying enough eggs by that point. But I'm always looking into more, you know, more and more options, just see what we can do to expand our offering and kind of really grow our business. So, you know, and another thing that we're going to do is, you know, I just bought a rack that has 5 different levels, and I'm going to throw grow lights in there so that we have, you know, 1, 2, 3, so yeah, I think it's either 4 or 5 levels, and then you'll be able to fit 1, 2, 3, at least 4 trays on each one, so 16 to 20 trays. So it'll give us a ton of seedlings that we can produce. I'm thinking about going in on like some annual flower packs. I think a lot of people would really like that. And then selling microgreens. I think it could be a good thing for the crop box, but it could also be something we could start selling to restaurants if we could really produce enough, especially once we get all of our seedlings pushed through, you know, and that sort of thing. So those are things that are just constantly percolating in my mind. And then all of that's going to kind of go into social. And I'm not going to really go into that too much. Really, it's just going to come down to execution on my part. Last year, I had done the same thing as far as like with my New Year's resolutions. I'm like, I'm going to do a podcast every day. I'm going to do video every day or every week, or, you know, whatever it was. I'm going to do a blog post, this, you know, putting all these restrictions. And what I realized is that it was so tough for me because it wasn't natural, and it wasn't coming from a place of like documenting. It was coming from a place of like, I set this out here as like something to check off the list, and I would do anything to just get it done. You know, okay, video, but there's so much more we could produce, a lot of shit you can cut out. I'm sure I've been rambling too long on this, so it's just a simple process of knowing what you want to say to the world and then getting it out there as quickly, efficiently as possible. So I mean, that's really what it's all centered around. It's going to be centered around this main content, and then everything else is going to be built upon that, derived from it. So, you know, anything that you guys want to hear or see, have questions on, or would like some advice, whether it's landscaping, lawn care, gardening, those are some 3 areas I'm really going to focus heavy on this year, just because, you know, I feel like people don't hit enough on like the home care side of things. So I'm just going to make it, you know, wrap it all in together. I'm going to include my life, everything from lifting to work, and, you know, my personal struggles, work struggles, the garden, this business that we're building, and, you know, hopefully build a really cool little network. It's been awesome to see how things have grown just over the last couple of years, and really excited to see what 2019 is going to bring. I think it's going to be a great year, and I hope everyone's as optimistic as I am and ready to go. So thanks for tuning in, and stay tuned for upcoming videos. If you have anything you want to see, again, drop me a comment, shoot me a DM or whatever, and I'll be happy to help out in any way I can. So thanks for watching in, and as always, I appreciate it.